It's really looking like it's just not gonna work. But yeah, I don't really know what is up with that, but I can't really provide any background audio for the stream. I'm really sorry for that. Don't really know what is up with that. I guess it must be OBS having some trouble. I've really no idea. Once again, apologies for that. But at least we're starting the room. And yeah, couldn't really check the spots. Okay, ML in top 267. Once again, the only race being played being Grumble Volcano. But top two, I don't really know what are the team preferences in terms of tracks. We can just wait and see what the teams are really opting for. But 345 being in 7 up's position. Yeah, BC3 is exactly what I was thinking for. Meanwhile, MAL Sugarland, I've seen them picking it quite often. I don't really know about picking it in top two, but it's definitely going to benefit 6, 7 spots for sure. Looks like Azbek is not going to agree with his teammates, and he's going to just opt for BC. But it's going to pick BC3. What was mainly the 7 up track pick. By the way, no, the problem did not get fixed. I really don't know what is up with that. But yeah, anyways, Leop starting in 5th is gonna be taking a 4th place box, trying to go for the draft that Barney being luck bombed. He's gonna bomb his teammate as well. He's gonna be holding a bomb in 3rd. He's gonna slow down to try and hit Asma. I think gets him. Hold on for a second. I'm trying to fix this audio. Since you can't hear it anyways, I'm just gonna make it hearable for me. Leop's going for Ultra, not quite making it. The alignment looked good for it, but I guess the movement for it, the little left and right thing, wasn't good enough for him to get over the gap, and he's gonna have to do some work here to catch up. Obviously, BC3 track where you can catch up with the guys unblocked, or if you can take Ultra. But if the opposing team can stop you from taking the cut, there's not many good places to use the shrooms. I guess you can use it anywhere. There's not many boost pads in the track, but except for the main shortcut, the main big shortcut, there's not many other good places to use a shroom except for one mud cut. It doesn't really say that much. Anyways, Leops is not that far behind from the pack. He's gonna go for Ultra again. The cut isn't blocked, but he looks like he's more confident with the Ultra than the Shroomless, but he's not going to make it anyways. And that's probably games for Leops and any of the chances for him to get a top spot. Yeah, it's pretty far behind from 7th. We're not going to be seeing much happening on the screen. Doesn't look like any of the baggers has the shock so far. MAL's bagger, Sebastian, I think, bagging for them. Just jumped off. Same for Ryan. And I think 7 Up I think they're holding 3 of the top 4 spots. We can't really know in what exact order. I think Mark is one of the 2 days up there. He might be. Potentially. Leop still in 8th, not being quite able to catch up. Is maybe potentially getting 7th here if Bob doesn't make Ultra. In fact, he doesn't. So yeah, Leops is not going to get any more than 7th. Shock coming in. I think there might have been a MAL shock into boxes, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to do anything. Oh wait, someone fell off. Oh, his shot fell off somehow. What? Okay. So Lip's gonna it's actually gonna take 6th out of that. Surely better than 8th. And yeah, 1, 3, 4, 6 for 7 Up. Okay. 13469. 13469. I can't. I'm not being able to use the top bot right now. This has been really rushed. So I'm trying to get the scores really quickly. That's gonna be 70 to 52, I believe. Yeah. I've been trying to. Sorry for the silence a little bit there. I was trying to use the bot, but I really don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, Shibalak getting picked. Uh, I'm assuming Ma would have picked this because they were picking this earlier, but they're not really the same spots they were while they picked it earlier. And yeah, so I'm not too sure who exactly picked this. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry for that. But Leops bargain for Shrooms getting a TC in 7th, and that lag is very unfortunate. That lag is why playing Japanese people can be really annoying at times. Bomb just standing still. Leops touched him, but is still not able to pass the TC for some reason, and he's gonna fall down to 8th right now. Not necessarily too bad on this track. If he can get a star here, yeah, he does chain. That was really good timing for him. Only gets another golden. It looks like he's really going for that star. But he's... Is he? No. Okay, I don't know if he was trying to shroom ahead of Bob, trying to just take one of the hits and take one of the reds. But he just shrooms into him. But he's gonna get the star he originally wanted finally. And he's just gonna hold on to this. It's a little bit behind from the pack, but he should be fine if he can dodge. He's not that far away. Oh, but okay, his team doesn't really have the shock and their baggers in 9th, so he was trying to start ML's bagger there in case he had shock, not successful on that. And I don't know if Ryan might have got the shock in 9th. It could be a possibility. Leop's not chaining his start. I think the bugger in 9th, slightly going forwards. Still not chaining his stars. I'm pretty sure Ryan might have got it in 9th. He's getting hit off in front of Leops right here. And I really wonder when they're going to use this. At this point, I guess they're going to use it in the cave. I don't think they're going to use it last set. It's probably going to be a little bit too late. They're probably going to call it here. He changes star, and there's a shock. Yep. Changes to Omega as well, which is going to be really good since it's going to cancel the offer here. So it's probably going to catch up a little bit. Also changes to triple greens. Maybe can try to get Bomb on the line. Doesn't manage to do so. Goes pretty wide at the end, trying not to squish his teammates. But gives up on a potential 4th place that he could have got, and maybe a potential top 4 for 7-up. But nonetheless, top 35 and presumably 9th for 7-up. Really good race for them. A bit lucky there. I have no idea if there's been a blue onto 7-up, and also shock in 9th. And Omega and chain into Omega. Pretty lucky ending here. Pretty lucky lap 3 for 7-up is gonna grant him a really good race. Maybe Ryan was in last the entire time. I thought it must have been in 9th because he wasn't going backwards. I guess I was wrong. I guess I was wrong. And that's going to be a 44 to 17 race for 7-up, taking the early lead. And the scores after only 3 races is going to be 114 to 69 in favor of 7-up. Feel free to correct me. I'm not using the top bot right now, so if you have a different score, just let me know. This is just gonna improve it. Anyways, going into race 4, obvious BCW pick here for 7 Up being top 3. They're gonna take all the initial 3 boxes, maybe to maybe try to pull some early back spam, just trying to hold them down at the very beginning. But it's gonna pick mid. It's sorry, I can't talk today. Holy, okay. It's gonna pick MC3 anyways. It didn't really look like ML was going for one specific track, just anything they can catch up on. But there's been a disconnection here, and that might have been Sharon in second DC. So there's gonna be a 4v5 race here for 7 Up. Really good occasion for ML to get a good race, catch up as much as they can. But here Leops benefiting the 9 players room, getting a golden in 6th. And I think he's going to hold it for the golden shot for next lap. Unless he gets ready here. He does a good job slowing down, but Sasha's also slowing down. So he's being forced to use his golden. We also saw Barney using the Bella very early. So they might have gave some advantage to Ryan Baggin. I couldn't catch which bagger was ahead. I think I saw. Wait, I think that must have not been Sharon Deacon. It might have been Mark Deacon. I think so. Anyways, Leops, thanks to the pole, moving into first, backs to fib very quickly. Leops been known for being a really good back spammer. Placing back spams in very unexpected spots. And I think it's just going to take first here, unless there's a blue at the very last second. Axmac is going to shroom up. There's going to be some sort of T-power. There is going to be the blue at the very end. But Barney passing him. And okay. 1 7-Up member. No, it might have been 3 ML member passing him. I couldn't catch who got second. But considering I think that's Mark with the seed, and that's a Daisy getting second, that might have been 2, 3, 4 for MAL, which is going to be a winning race. What a hectic race, dude. A lot of T-Pows at the very end, the blue being very unlucky for Leops. At the very last second, I kind of jinxed it. Oh, Sasha got first even. I thought Bunny... Wait, did he get lagged? Okay. Sorry for some silence moments, but I'm doing everything on my own, getting the scores, doing Suri Moisten and casting all by myself. So I'm sorry for some silence moments. But yeah, very unlucky blue here for Leops at the very end. And I think Bunny got lagged because I'm pretty sure Bunny was way further ahead, unless he got caught in the blue, which could be what happened. Honestly, I don't know if they're gonna reset for this. Oh yeah, there is a reset. Yeah, Bunny pretty sure got lagged. That's what has been said. Trying to figure the scores really quickly. Anyways, yeah, there's been a confirmation that Barney got like pretty hard that race that I really couldn't give any other explanation. Maybe if he got caught in the blue. Um, I think there's been a switch of hosts right now. I think, yeah, Asmac is probably going to be the new host. I think he might be switching settings. I'm trying to figure out the scores really quickly. I don't know what's going on with the bot exactly right now. I'm trying to keep it up with everything. Luckily, a few months of break. It's only going to be a 9 race win for MAL, even though they had the man advantage. And it's going to be 1/3. Sorry, 140, I believe. Yeah, 140 for 7-Up and 104 for MAL. And we really have to hope now there isn't going to be many other disconnections. There's already been a few. Only in a matter of 4 races. I think, yeah, I think already 2 resets. I don't really know if that was exactly needed by 7-Up resetting the room, since they're up a good bit. They've been proving to be the superior team between the two. Also, in this match, already having a pretty good lead, 36 points, and they also did good in that one race where they had to 4v5. So I guess for one race they could have just kept going without resetting the room, but I guess they just don't want to risk. They don't want to risk to go on to the third match. But anyways, for anyone who has tuned in just recently, um, that didn't hear the explanation earlier for what is going on exactly right now. This is the Elite Cup semifinals, as you can see on the stream title. It's the winners bracket, and it's between 7-Up and Maximum Likelihood. This is the game 2 for it. It's semifinals being best of 3. 7-Up winning the first game. Here you can see the results for it. And we only played 4 races after a good 30 minutes, I believe. Probably something more to start the initial room that has only been reset after 1 race. So this one match has been kind of slow. Hopefully, no more disconnections. The lineups for the two teams are pretty much the same, except for Mark instead of Loki. Then instead played match 1. And thankfully, there's already 10 in. Shouldn't take too long to start the room now. And yeah, anyways, for the scores you can see on screen, I've already applied the lag correction. 7-Up has already shown proof for the lag onto Barney on MC3. Yeah, 4 races have been played: Gumball Volcano, MC3, Shipland, and I'm trying to think of the other one. I can't remember what was the other track. I already forgot, dude. My memory is so bad. Okay. I'm gonna have a check on the website very quickly. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna start in very few seconds. Just waiting for the room to go down. Meanwhile, we can discuss about the teams really quickly. 7 Up being kind of mixtures of all VA and W players and all of that. You can argue that this exact lineup be could be just Metro Wipeout. Uh, every of their players being known for having pretty damn good lines, which is what majority of the people think they base their play style off. But online you can just rely on lines. All these players are really good overall. Uh, they've been they've been proving that over the last few seasons. Many players have been improved within the last year. Marquee Marquee only being like 3 years ago, you wouldn't really hear of him. Now he's been consistently top division for many seasons now. Charon and Leops within the last 3 or 4 seasons, both a lot improved from like being average D3 players, being potentially top 10 on Wing 5. Um, and Ryan mainly being known for trolling, this time being uh, occupying the bagger positions since in Elite Cup uh, the the default format is suicide unless agreed otherwise. Um, and yeah, instead ML another team that's been improving uh, a lot recently, but just being very reliant on Axmark. Now you can pretty much count on every of their players. That's what D1 experience gives you. If you keep playing against good players, you will eventually become good as well, and it's really what uh, the key has been for ML in the past seasons to just improve overall as a team and not relying on just on Asmact. But yeah, we're finally starting with GP2, and it's gonna pick Toad's Factory, and I believe, yeah, there must have been an ML pick as the top 2-4. And yeah, Leops starting in a bottom spot, just gonna go wide, trying to get that box. Getting a single shroom should be enough to catch up a little bit. And ML getting the start they wanted, having fourth to draft up to first. Leops is just gonna use his shroom here, potentially getting a fourth place box to take him all out. Gets a single red, just gonna throw that straight away. It's not gonna connect. Uh, doesn't get the box in fourth. He really needs to hope to him or anyone else of his team to get something to take this top three out, because TF there being quite a few good backspan spots. You can hold bottom spots down quite easily. The power coming in, that must have been an MAL power. Get him in the air. Oh, but shock right away. Shock right away for 7 Up getting the build dodge by Sharon and TSing one of them too, I believe. One of them might have got TS on the sideways conveyor belts. So that was pretty huge. I don't really think that the TS was calculated. But anyways, it's really working out for them so far. I'm pretty sure they're holding 1-3 right now, as opposed to the promising top three that ML had. Instead, Leops falling down to some back spams right now, only in seventh. Still some time to catch up. Potentially pulling a golden here. Only triple shrooms. He is still gonna use them to catch up as much as he can. Possibly chaining me here. He will chain, yeah. Again, only triple shrooms. He needs to get something now, or needs to hope for a second shock. He is gonna get a golden, which is pretty much as much as he could have got in seventh. He's gonna use it very early. He's not gonna waste it too much in boost pads. And that was a pretty good golden shot by him. I haven't seen many people doing that, but it's that's gonna give him fifth. I believe fifth or fourth. There was some lag at the very end, and I believe ML not suffering too much from that shock. Obviously, that top three was looking really promising, especially on TF, but the early shock, quite killed it. But there was a smart decision for someone to use the shock very early. I think they just called it because Sharon was forced to use his build because of the POW, but it ended up working really well at the very end. But MAL still getting the winning race after that shock. They're blessed for getting a winning race, and that's gonna be, I believe, an 35 to 26 point race win for MAL, which is gonna shorten down the lead a little bit, not by too much, but surely winning the races is nothing you can complain about. And okay, so Mal going 234, going for that BC64 pick, trying to potentially bomb first if one of the bottom spots get a Lagstar, or also draft fourth draft first. Anything, it's just a common track to pick for 234, but it's gonna pick DDR anyway. 7-up pick. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Sharon in first after he dodged up. So he's gonna be able to run at the very beginning, and 7-up spot on spots are gonna be able to get the shrooms. Leops is not gonna bag; he's just gonna go for the stand up, and that's gonna give him second as the MAL member fails it in second. And so yeah, 7-up with the early top two. Also get the draft here. Leops is gonna watch out for the bombs. Gets the wall glitch perfectly without bumping his teammate, I believe. Oh, actually, I think Sharon might have been bombed actually, or maybe he failed on his own. We can't really know. But Leops is gonna take the early lead in first in DDR, and DDR being that one track where even though you can catch up with the ultra shortcut, if you have really good lines on it, you're gonna get that big of a break that people are not gonna catch up just by shrooming up. So yeah, Leops looking really good right now. If no blue, should be good for front shot, also for lap 3. I'm pretty sure I saw Bob being in second. One of the days I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Mark. The other 2 days is gonna be Bob and another MAL member. I can't exactly think of who right now. The T-Power coming in onto Leops is not gonna damage it too much. I think he random green someone in the back with the green he threw away when the power came. And as I said, Leops just getting away with this. No one shrooming up enough to catch him. There's not been any blues, not been any shock. Potentially, shock being held by 7-up. I think if ML had it, they would have used it already by now. Yeah, Leops is just gonna take first out of that, just racing it. Shock is gonna come in, getting all of ML after boxes, I believe, or not. Wait, actually, there might have been a shock into boxes for 234. They knew they weren't gonna catch up onto first, but they just used it so they were sure that 7-up couldn't shroom up before boxes, and to make sure they also were going to have an item going into the very ending of the race. So I'm pretty sure that must have been a ML shot, because I didn't see any 7-up member dodging up or getting any ML member after boxes. So I believe there's going to be another winning race. All right. I believe I got the scores wrong before this race. Okay, so yeah, they were slightly off. Thanks to T, now he is caught up on the bots, and now I should be having the exact scores for the match thanks to T once again. And the scores is going to be 197 to 169. Not the biggest of the gaps. Another winning race for MAL, only by 1 point. but it's surely better than losing a race, especially being behind. Only 28 points separated the two teams with the momentum in favor of MAL. The one regret MAL is going to have is not winning that MC3 race by more, because fighting for occasion, you're not going to get that very often, and that they should have capitalized on that. They did win that race, but definitely not by as much as they would have wanted. But anyways, going into race 7, KC peaked by 7 up, another track pick for them. And this is going to work the same way as DDR. Really similar track pick. First is just going to run, and bonus points is just going to show up at the very beginning. It is a runnable course, but to run it, you don't necessarily need to start in first. You need to show up at the very beginning, and then you're pretty much set for a run. And I think it's been working out really well for 7-Up. Top 2. Differences between this and DDR. I think Sherman up here is a little bit more powerful. Also been a little more shroom spots. But anyways, Ryan with the plays, you get the stars, drops it onto first, and now Leops is gonna have a slightly bigger lead in first, having that slight star boost and being able to take that card in first. And Leops is also going to go for the Shruma, which is only going to extend his lead. And once again, Leops looking really well for a run, unless a blue is going to come. Also, KC, it's a track where there's not many good places to use the shock. Unless the pack is really tight, you can use it at the last set, lap 3, or lap 2 even. But the only good shock spot I can think of is on first set, trying to test somebody or get people into boxes. Leops is going to go for the back spam. I'm not going to save his green for the shroom, but it is very well worth it as he gets second place. And I believe 7-Up is going to be back in top 2 potentially. I don't think Barney has dropped too many spots after Sasha got into second. Yeah, Leops is not going to get that shroom to go for the shroom, but it's fine. He has a really big lead, and we confirm it is Barney in second. But I believe ML in 3-4, if they get a blue, or if they call a shock very soon, they might be able to break through that top 2. And Sebastian might have got the shock. I think, yeah, he's running away. Sebastian's got the shock, so ML might be catching up really soon. Let's see what ML is going to do with the shock. I think they're just going to ignore first. They're going to let Leops get first and maybe get second after boxes. Still no shock. And I think ML might have got 3, 4, 5, 6, and it might have been the reason why they didn't want to use shock. They're gonna be happy with that. They're just gonna limit the damage, not trying to do anything fancy. I believe they got 3, 4, 5, 6. Might have been slightly worse than that though. Maybe it didn't even have shock, because like he's not even using it after the race. I think he was just trying to get 9 for sure. They did get 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 as well. And that's gonna be a slightly losing race for them. Yeah, 32 to 29 in favor of 7-Up that race. Yeah, I don't think Sebastian actually had the shock. Like when Baggers ran away, you would assume they had shock, but considering it was lap 3, I guess he thought there was no other chance to get the shock except for going into the last set. So when he saw he didn't get shocked that box, he just tried to get 9th place and trying to lose the race by the least points possible. So it's going to be 198 for ML and 229 for 7-Up. And it's going to pick Delfino Square. I guess this could work for both. really depending on who drops at the very beginning. Looks like both Leops and Barney went for the swerves, trying not to get drafted and tried to pop a third, and that's worked out really well. Barney also getting the draft onto Leops. Very good play, but Leops drifting the wrong way. He's going to bonk into the wall. And he's going to be in sixth with only a single red. Might try the back spam here. Oh, but he's going to get bombed. He's going to go down to 8th place. Still plenty of time to catch up. Delfino Square, lap 1. Delfino Square being a track known for being able to catch up really easily. This double cut that Leops just took saves a good amount of time. He shouldn't have too many problems. He already has a golden in 6th, which is probably gonna get him into first if he's able to hold this until the double cut. And I think that might be top 2, bottom 2 for MAL. Which, if they have shock, if they can get shock, is going to be massive for them. Because top 2 is just going to hold on to top 2 potentially. And bottom 2 can just dodge the shock. I'm trying to catch what the baggers are looking like. Asmak dropping from his top spot. And then also getting starred by Sharon while he was going for double cut. We saw him dropping at least 2 shrooms. And Cherez has also changed to triple red, so I think that's also going to be Sasha. Oh, never mind. Able to dodge all of the reds. Yeah, Charon trying to throw the reds after Sasha took the turn, so that it would get him in straight away, but that really didn't really work out. So Sasha's going to hold on to first place, and I really have no idea on who has the shock right now. Leops avoiding that banana very easily. I don't think anyone but not being able to avoid the green. That's gonna be Barney and Asmak going for the double cut. Still no shock used. I think that's 1-3 for MAL. Also build in play. Still no shock. I guess 7-Up has it or no one has it. Is the red gonna connect ish? I don't think so. That's gonna be, I think, 1-3-5-7 for MAL. That's gonna be a really good race for them. Yeah, I don't think Barney, after taking the double cut, I don't think he caught up enough to overtake first. And also, Sasha doing a really good job with his very few back spams. Missing the first one, but then hitting the most important one with the green. Oh, actually, Chiron being able to get into third, so it's going to be 1, 4, 5, 7, and 9 for MAL. Catching up a little bit. And it's going to be a 33-28 race win for MAL, catching up a little bit. And I think we're going to start with GP3 right away, finally. Yeah, we are. We're going to get the scores really quickly, but oh no. Tell me it's going to start, please. Tell me it's going to start. Oh, come on. Come on, you can do it. Oh, I think it started. I don't think there was a false start. Okay. Scores. Okay. 257 for 7-Up. 231 for MAL. Not the biggest of the gaps. No one DC, thankfully. We're just going to start with GP3. Hopefully no more disconnections. 26 points lead for 7-Up. Can MAL do it? I'm honestly hoping for the upset now. Because like, this has been close for both match 1 and match 2. And I'm really looking forward for that match 3, hopefully. ML, we're seeing mainly going for BCWE, and it is going to get picked. I believe they're top 2-4 in room. Second might try to steal third place box if he wants to risk it. You can get bombed while trying that, so it is quite risky to go for it. But it is very well worth at times. Doesn't really look like it's going for it. And I believe, yeah, Barney breaking into top two, getting into first. I believe he might have trained the shroom at the very beginning. I don't really think there was any way to get a draft here. But Leops on our screen holding on to a Mega in fourth. Being able to survive the first few turns is now in third. Doesn't get the trick. It's probably going to lose him to... Oh, Barney also kind of fails in first. So Asmax is going to get into first. Also, Sasha taking the glitch. And there's going to be top two for ML as of now. A little bit of fluke by Barney here. Could have... Oh, but the random green. The random green onto Sasha. That's very unlucky for ML. After he took the glitch. And Barney, I think, drafted or shroomed up once again. Not too sure which one of the two. But he's gonna be back into first now. And you also get the trail onto Asmac. So it's gonna be top two for 7-Up with Leops holding on to that Mega in second. And I think Barney's gonna let him pass. He's probably gonna let him pass in case of blue. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, Leops in first. It went the other side of the half pipe so you can slow down without bumping him. That's a pretty common play you can see on this track if you want someone to get into first because you can dodge blue. But Sasha taking that glitch once again is gonna get back into second after that random green at the very end of lap 1. Leops avoiding the snap really well is gonna stay in first with that Mega. I think that's Mark moving up. Watch out for that green. Avoids that at the very end. Drifting just in time. You really don't want to take that shrooms. Anyone taking that shroom is going to die. Either of them. And he's going to predict... I don't know if that was a target shot prediction. Or if that was a TS in second. That must have been a prediction. Second did not get TS. And he's also going to go for the glitch block. I don't know if he exactly got it. Leops did get a prediction and dodged into first, so it's going to be gone in first, but I don't know. I think MEL might be holding all the spots behind him. They must have dodged up. Also, since Leops keeps back in... Not that fib, not... no, never mind. Chern's in second. Chern is in second. He might have got a prediction as well, I guess. There's going to be top two... Top 2, 5 something for 7-Up, I believe. I think I saw Mark in like 5th or 6th. No, top 2, bottom 2. Once again, ML limiting damage, but they need to pull more now. It still is at 3 points losing race. Of course, not as bad as it could have been. But you need something more if you want to catch up. 29 points. One race, one big race, and you could turn the tables around. Top 4, 9 being plus 31, being the perfect race in the Switchside formats. Could give him a very slight lead if that get that race. Obviously versus 7-Up, it's much easier to say than to do. But yeah, 289 to 260. In favor of 7-Up. And 7-Up going for that DKS, which like it's one of those tracks where it's usually preferred by most D1 teams because that double cut is something you really want to know how to do if you're in a top division. But MAR, I don't think they're gonna get caught and prepared on that. So unprepared, sorry, on that. It's gonna pick Gardens anyways, and that's an ML pick, but this is gonna favor really anyone that gets stuck at the very beginning with these spots. 7-8 of 7 Up is probably gonna get some shrooms. So unless they're gonna pull a shroom in third MAL, they're probably not gonna benefit too much by these spots for this track. Asmac does take cut, but it's only with a TC, so it's probably gonna drop from first very soon. I think he passed it to Churn actually, which was really good. Churn wasn't really holding anything special, but there's gonna be ML top two thanks to that. Also making Leops go out of the way, but Bob getting the chill on Asmac, not spacing out really well here, and that's one of the things that ML really want to avoid if they want to catch up, because that top two was really to be held. They are gonna hold on to second for now, but Leops now is gonna take cut in second and is gonna get on into first. And now only Bob against him when it could have been Bob and Asmac. Once again, Leops just moving up in first without too much problems. He's gonna back two bananas here. Bob managed to avoid both of them. That's pretty impressive. Those were placed really well. Also, third dodged both of them. The two bananas are only gonna hit fourth place, which is quite surprising. Like usually, if it's only one, you can avoid those bananas if you take good lines for it. But two, that was pretty hard. And Leops is gonna get another back spam onto Bob with the green, but he's also gonna get blued. Churn moving up in second, taking cut, is gonna have quite a good lead. And no one between third and sixth to cut. Only 7 plays, so I'm assuming some people might be holding dodges. And if anyone, I'd assume MAL was holding onto the dodges. Maybe we could see an ML shot coming in. I think Ryan is moving ahead of Churn, maybe trying to drop in something. Another blue coming in. I think that must have been a 7-up blue just to get Churn after the line. Did he get him after the line? I don't think so. But yeah, the blue is not going to do anything, and there's also no shock in play. Maybe Ryan was just holding it. Yeah. Was he? No, yeah. ML had it, but they did not have any spot to use it. That might have been our top two, bottom two last for 7-up, which like isn't the best of the races, but it is enough to hold the lead. Yeah, oh, they're gonna get ninth actually, yeah. So there's gonna be a 5 points race win for 7-up, so they're gonna be up 34 with 2 races left. Uh, 322 for 7-up. 288 for ML. ML not getting the worst of the races, but at this point you would expect them to have something bigger than this if they want to catch up. Like this race, it's the decider pretty much. This race it's gonna decide if they can come back or not. They need to win this race by at least 15 or something around that. They need a big race now. Not too much time left. Seven Up having the same spots as last race, opting for the same track. Meanwhile, MAL not really being able to agree on one track. And I think Asmac repicking, lucky for him it didn't pick him because that was going to be a penalty for them, which was surely not going to help. It was going to make it mathematically impossible, but pretty much it wasn't going to be possible anymore for ML if we picked that repick. Anyway, 7-Up finally getting their DKS track pick. Let's see how they're going to figure this out with top 2, bottom 2. TC right away for Hisha, I believe. Leops getting slightly really bummed. Oh, but Hisha after getting that TC gets the mega to avoid from getting zapped. Leops is gonna go for the double. Everyone's gonna go for the double in top 2, and everyone's also gonna make it. And Sasha, I believe, still in first. Yeah, quite laggy here. Does he get sniped? Was that lag? No, he does get sniped. Okay, that was really laggy on our perspective, but very good snipe here from Sharon. Really important snipe. Oh, but the Reds. It really must have not known they were there. I guess no one saw it from last lap. That okay, that's gonna cost a little bit. Oh, and the snipe as well. Holy, that snipe! Is he gonna get comboed as well? If he doesn't get a protection here, he might as well get redded. No, not really. But he's not gonna be able to take cut, to take the double cut. Sorry. Doesn't get the first set of boxes. Does get the second one. Only a TC. He's probably gonna be able to take this to the cannon. It's gonna be really close. He is okay. Yeah, unless you have a majorly mess up here, you should be able to take it to the cannon. But lap 3 and still no shock. No cannon shock even. And I think that was Chern going down to an item. Asmax, oh no. Oh, Asmax, I think he might have got the unlucky bounce here, going for double. And Sasha also slightly messing up. Is probably gonna be no. Okay, it's still gonna hold on to. It's still gonna hold on to first, but it's a 2-3-4 race for a 7-up, which is gonna mathematically win the race, win the war for them, and win the entire set of wars. Unless any penalty we couldn't see. So again, unless there's any penalty we don't know about, 7-up is moving on to finals with a race of advance. So. Oops, sorry. My fault that one. Oh, Asmax actually getting third. So I don't know if that's a win. It is 31 points for ML for 7-up. Sorry. So yeah, they're gonna be up by 35 going into last race. Actually, they might go 5-run. I didn't consider that. I was already congratulating the team, and I just didn't consider they could go 5-run. Technically, it's not mathematically impossible, but especially against a team like 7-up, you don't really expect that to happen. They really need a miracle right now, or a penalty, obviously. And with one race left, the score is going to be 353 to 318. I was going to say 381, which obviously is not possible. And yeah, they're going to go GB2, potentially all run. Is it going to pick it? No, CM. That's rough. They really needed that. That was their only hope. If like five running here, I don't know if it's gonna work. CM not being the most shock reliant track, but obviously shock is gonna help. Shock is gonna help you on every track, but GB2 being the main strategy for 5-run, just because it's not as likely to get the shock since you have less time to get it. Nearly just 1 minute. And Leop's also getting that triple shrooms in 4th lucky pull is really gonna help. Breaking into first. Well, I guess the fib. Okay, he just went all or nothing here. He tries to outline Sasha since he had a red. Goes tie, but he does hit the fib. So he's gonna go down a little bit, but he still has 2 shrooms in 4th. Which are, oh, never mind. I keep talking too soon. But ML also being forced to use a mega earlier than they might have won it. I think are both teams 5-running? I have no idea. No, one of them is going back. I'm assuming ML is not bagging. Like no way they're bagging. If they're bagging, they can't win. But I see one person in 9th really being really far back. And I was also trying to hit 10th place, which presumably is 7-up Spaga. Anyways, ML holding up to top two for five, which is good but not good enough. Churn also showing up, golden up. Not quite breaking into that top two. Uh, but he's like ML pretty much need a top 4-7 or something like that to win, and that really doesn't look like it's going to happen. Liep's going up a path. I don't know what exactly for. He gets the shroom, and there's going to be games 3 for 5 for 7 up. Miracle not happening for ML. It's going to be a winning race, which is going to look much closer on the table, but obviously not enough for winning and not enough for advancing or to have another chance to advance. It's just going to be 2-0 in favour of 7 up. No game 3, which I really would have liked to see. But it is what it is. And yeah, that's games. Final score 379. The stream is off anyways. No point updating this. I might as well just update you what the final score is. 379 to 353. Yeah. 26-point deficit between the two teams. Don't look at the graphics. It's not starting soon. We're just done with the match. So 7 Up convincingly win. It was pretty close. 7 Up being looking like the most dominant team in the whole tournament, facing MAL, which is one of the best teams in the tournament. But you won't expect them to be quite at their level. You can say MAL really put up a really good fight against 7 Up. I was expecting some slightly bigger leads in favor of 7 Up. But thankfully, it wasn't the case. It's always better to see a close game. But yeah, congratulations to 7 Up for advancing onto finals. The other semi-final being Moonblast, versus SY. If you're wondering, I'll be playing in that, but I have no idea if there's going to be a cast for that. There could be, but I'm not too sure about the availability of the other stream hosting casts. I think if there is gonna be one, just join the Yell server, and you're gonna get an announcement for it. Also, you could just follow the Mario Kart Boards channel, so you can see when we're live. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching to everyone. Congratulations once again to 7 Up for advancing onto finals, and it's Sal heading out.